Welcome to our exploration of project management fundamentals. In this presentation, we will examine what makes a project distinct from everyday operations, identify key characteristics that define projects, and understand why project management skills are variable across all industries and personal endeavors. Whether you are new to project management or looking to formalize your understanding, these concepts provide the essential foundation for successfully planning and executing projects of any size. So in this topic, we want to understand what is a project, understanding the foundation of project management. The learning objectives in this lecture, we will understand, define a project. So what is the formal definition of projects in the professional context? Identify characteristics, recognize the essential features that all projects share regardless of industry or scale. And third point is distinguish from operations, learn the key differences between project work and routine operational activities. Number 4 is recognize examples, identify real-world examples of projects across different contexts and industries. So let's go for the definition of a project. So what you understand that a project is a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product, service, or result. So this definition is taken from the project management body of knowledge. PMBOK guide captures the essentials of what makes something a project. The two most critical elements understand that it's a temporary nature and its focus on creating something unique. Understanding this definition helps distinguish project work from the other types of work activities and provides a foundation for effective project management practices. Projects are the vehicles through which organizations implement change and innovation. So we will now try to understand the key characteristics of a project. So in the left side, we see that what are the features of the characteristics, and right side is the explanation. The first characteristic is temporary. That is the project has a definite start and end. Next part is unique deliverables. So produce something new, products, service, or result. Third part is progressive elaboration. That means more is known as the project evolves. Resources and constraints must be done within the defined scope, time, and cost. And number 5 is purpose driven. So it has a specific goal or objective. So these 5 characteristics are present in all the projects regardless of size, industry, or complexity. So they form the foundation for how we approach the project planning and execution. So now we will try to explain the project versus operations. So it's very easy that projects are temporary endeavors with definite endpoints. So they focus on creating unique deliverables and often introduce change to the organization. Examples including building a new website or developing a new product. Whereas operations part, we see there's ongoing activities that maintain business as usual. So they focus on repetitive work that sustains organizational functions. Example include like website maintenance or regular production process. Another cases like projects typically assemble temporary teams with specialized skills needed for specific deliverables. Resources are allocated for the project duration only. Whereas operational work typically involves permanent teams performing standardized processes, resources are allocated as part of regular business operations. Next, we will explore some real-world examples of projects like mobile app launch, so developing and releasing a new application with specific functionality and target audience. University seminar, so planning and executing an academic event with speaker, venue, and materials. Bridge construction, so engineering and building a new transportation structure with defined specifications. So another case might be marketing campaign, so creating and implementing promotional activities for a product launch. So why projects matter? So from the see in the pyramid that implement change, so it's a go through organizational transformation, enable innovation, brings new ideas to life, expand services, grow capabilities and offerings, meet stakeholder demands, so deliver on promises and expectation. So projects are the very primary vehicles through which organizations create value and implement strategic initiatives. They allow companies to respond to market changes, technological advances, and evolving customer needs. We will go through mini case study, planning a wedding, to understand the concept so far we learn. So we already discussed temporary nature. So clear start date, engagement and end date, wedding day with defined planning period in between. So this is why we mentioned temporary nature. Second part is unique deliverables. So specific outcomes including venue selection, catering arrangements, guest coordination and decoration design. Constraint like fixed budget, timeline pressure, scope limitations that must be carefully managed. Team coordination, so multiple stakeholders including planners, caterers, venue staff and family members working together. So once the wedding day is complete, the project ends through the marriage continues as an ongoing operation. So we understand. So what concept so far we learned. So summary, what we understand so far. So it's a temporary endeavor. So define beginning and end. No routing operations. So create something unique. Managed within constraints, the scope, time and cost boundaries. Universal application exists in all industries. So understanding this fundamental concept provides the foundation for effective project management. So recognizing what makes something a project helps determine the appropriate approach and methodology for successful execution. So we will go through one interactive activity like identify a project. So think of one project you have been involved in or even informally. So define the goal, like what was the specific objective or deliverables, list participants, who was involved in making it happen, timeline boundaries, when did it start and end. So this reflection exercise helps solidify your understanding of project characteristics by applying them to your personal experience. So students can discuss in pairs or notes through their work through. So you can do this activity. So just a small quiz, like which is not a characteristic of a project. So temporary, ongoing, unique deliverables has a defined goal. The answer, so far understand, ongoing. So projects are temporary by definition with clear start and end dates. So ongoing describes operational work rather than project work. So this quiz, small quiz, tests your understanding of the fundamental difference between projects and operations, reinforcing one of the key learning objectives from today's lecture. Thanks everyone for this lecture. Structure way.